so he can play all the tournaments leading up to the French Open. So it won't really affect him. It will affect his ability to win Grand Slams. That's really where the top three players are chasing those numbers. And I do believe that is a consideration. I do believe he wants to be the best, and I do believe he is chasing numbers. So yes, it will affect him. In the long term, will it affect his tennis? No, not really.
What do you think the tennis competition looks like without him? A few people have sort of said, look, it's just, it's not the gold, it's the silver when he's not part of it.
I don't believe that's true. I mean, if you look at the last probably 3 years, Roger Federer has been injured and we've missed Roger. Rafa over the last 5 years has had years where he has had knee injuries and that sort of thing. And that's where he's been really allowed to be the outstanding player, because of those two players not being in the arena from week to week.
Right. I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack. What am I gonna do with a gun rack?
I think we may see Roger come back at Wimbledon and play on the grass. That would be fantastic for the ATP tennis. And I think, I think there are other great players out there that do fill the gap. Medvedev, Tsitsipas, all those other great ATP players do fill the gap. So if Novak Djokovic is not here for at least 12 months, I think it's not a huge loss to the tennis world.
I lost you 2 months ago. Are you mental? We broke up. Get the net.
You've just said words that a lot of people are going to love. Roger, back on a court. Yay!
Happy anniversary, Wayne.
Stacey, we broke up 2 months ago.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't still go out.
Well, it does, actually. That's what breaking up is.
Well, are you gonna go to the gasworks tonight?
No. No!
Don't you want to open your present?
If it's a severed head, I'm gonna be very upset.
Looking sick and twisted like a grape.
Yay!
Yeah, we know he's the crowd favourite. We know Raphael Nadal is the crowd favourite. You only had to hear the Australian crowd at the Australian Open.
Just the taking the slack.
Was fabulous. I mean, he really has touched the Australian hearts, and I think that Novak is putting a divide between the people out there that love tennis and the people that maybe love Novak. I think the gap is getting bigger for Roger and Rafa.
Uh-oh, don't look, Stacey.
Where? Oh God, I made eye contact.
And I think we're going to see a very interesting year. I'd love to see Raphael Nadal take the French Open and go and continue to be the king of clay.
Yeah, Louise Fleming, I know you got a busy schedule, so thanks for fitting us in this morning.
Sampras continues. I think what Novak has done in the last 10 years, winning the biggest tournaments, his consistency, finishing the year as #1 7 times, to me it's a clear sign that he is the greatest of all time.
No worries, thank you, Lisa.
And she's okay. Game on!
Yeah, game on.
Why do I tend to root against Novak Djokovic? Well, I'm a Federer fan, and I like Nadal more than I tend to root for Djokovic. But in the profession, having tennis as a profession, we want to make sure that a lot of our views are objective. Sure, we can have people that we root for, but what I realize is that the majority of time when I'm rooting against Novak is simply because I just don't want him to break these guys' records. But objectively, we got to look at the hard facts. Is Novak Djokovic the GOAT? Right now, he is, without a doubt.
Psycho hose beast.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, look, there's a reason why he's won 20 Grand Slams. There's a reason why he's spent the most weeks at world #1. There's a lot of reason for that. I think mentally, he's the best player to ever play the game. Because mentally, in the most important moments, I would rather play against anybody else than him.
Right. I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack. What am I gonna do with a gun rack?
You don't like it? Fine.
We didn't give each other anything.
If you're not careful, you're gonna lose me.
I lost you 2 months ago.
So
Are you
data
mental?
says
We
that
broke
Novak
up.
is the
Get
best.
the net.